Hello, my name is Kathy Roberts, and I am reading you a book written by Paul Council. Discover how you can use these 10 answers to financial independence so you can make your own journey more profitable. A Transformational Journey of Financial Discovery by Paul Council. Inside secrets of a self-made millionaire revealed as he answers these 10 questions everyone asks. The name of this particular question that I'm reading is question number 2. How do you keep focused? This is something that I actually really could use at this moment, so I'm looking forward to reading it to you. Enjoy. I know I will. How do you keep focused? In order to become financially free, I knew that I had to focus on what I wanted. I knew I had to remain future referenced and not past referenced like most people. Although I had no idea how I was going to achieve financial freedom, I was very clear and specific about what I wanted. Keeping focused is largely the result of being in the present moment, of living in the now. Focus has 3 key attributes. There's a qualitative attribute, a quantitative attribute, and a veto attribute. You need both quality and quantity when it comes to focus. And then you need to be able to veto anything that distracts you from achieving the outcome you want. I began a process of increasing my awareness, of becoming more conscious, turning my thoughts and concentration inward. I increased my ability to focus and observe for longer periods of time. I realized that success was a subject that could be taught and learned, so I became a student of success. I studied the most successful people of all time and distilled the key ingredients into my own success recipe. I repeatedly wrote down my intentions, refined them, and read them many times every day. I visualized what financial freedom looked like, and I felt the new feelings welling within me. Most importantly, I applied as much emotional leverage as I could toward my intentions. I imagined the feelings that I could have as an emotionally free person, and then I made those feelings real every day. There's a success principle that most people know but don't consciously practice. Quote, "What you give your attention and focus to expands to become your reality." End quote. In order to keep focused, I gave my full attention to this principle. Everything else took a back seat. I got rid of all the distractions and dedicated myself to my dreams. Maintaining my focus was boosted by building new models. That made all the ineffective conditioning, programming, and beliefs that had taken over my life redundant. It was a case of overwriting the negative programs with new knowledge that offered the results I wanted. I discovered a language that successful people use. I researched and studied great thinkers and learned how to think like them. Most importantly, I was ready and willing to change. I developed the mind flexibility necessary for change. I came to refer to this process as MindFlex as opposed to mindset. I developed a great thirst for knowledge, and I was either going to reach my goal or die trying. Everything I did was supporting my intention for economic and personal freedom. I commenced a program of self-development which I still continue today. I read books, the internet, and regularly attend seminars. I reflect on and question aspects of conventional wisdom that just don't make sense to a free person. This is not to make them right or wrong. It's just an attempt to understand them. I understand where such thoughts and practices came from and why they came into being. I learned that some people don't attend seminars because they think they're expensive. If this is your perception, then this is the first thing you must change. My view of expensive is working for 10, 20, 30, or 40 years and never being able to afford your dreams. Expensive is remaining in incarceration and missing out on all the potential you have in front of you. Expensive is earning a few $1,000,000 in wages over your lifetime and then having nothing left to show for it. When I spend money on seminars, I have one rule that I still keep today. It's called the, quote, free plus $1, end quote, rule. If I spend $1,000 or $20,000 on a seminar, then the rule I keep is to apply that information I've learned so that it generates $1 more than it cost me to learn the information. From a $1,000 seminar, I had to earn $1,000 plus $1 from applying the information. When I did this, I achieved a return on investment because I had made the money back plus $1. Once I had my money back plus $1, the information was now free and I could use it over and over again to generate my income. Of course, I aimed for more than $1 over and above what the information cost. I applied the information so that it made multiples of what it cost me to learn it. I paid up to $60,000 to attend a single seminar and upward of $300,000 in 1 year, traveling the world to learn from great minds. While this may seem like a lot, when you think about the returns you can achieve on the greater development of yourself, the cost is not high. My perspective comes from the vantage point of converting the information I've learned into multiple millions in return, and this came from keeping my free plus $1 rule. Without all the learning, I very much doubt that I would be as financially free as I am today. The real difference between me and most people is not my gift for learning or applying what I learn. I think the real difference is that I believe in myself enough to commit to a process and never look back. I developed an internal locus of control. My motivation comes from inside me, not from external sources. I had no concern about what other people thought. I was comfortable with who I was and who I was becoming. I used my own internal compass to navigate the pathway toward the success I wanted. I hope you enjoyed hearing the answer to question number 2, how do you keep focused, from the book, A Transformational Journey of Financial Discovery by Paul Council. I look forward to reading you question number 3, what does it take to become a self-made multimillionaire? If you would like this book right now, you could download it for free. Just click on the link right here in this video, in the description box, or right here on the page. You'll be able to download the book immediately. Thanks a lot for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.